you have been thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area. Maybe you have a job waiting here for you in the semiconductor industry or technology industry, and it's going in around the north part of Phoenix, northwest part, and you've been thinking about Anthem. Anthem is actually part of Phoenix, but it is kind of separate from Phoenix. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what it is like today. Great time to buy an Anthem before it explodes. I'm telling you, this is the hot spot for the greater Phoenix area. They're anticipating over 1 million more people moving to the greater Phoenix area, with the vast majority moving to this part of the Phoenix metro area. It has only just begun, with Taiwan Semiconductor moving in and having over 2,000 high-paying jobs being filled in the next year. You're not going to want to miss this, because we're going to cover it nitty-gritty details so you know what it's like to buy an Anthem and to see if this is maybe the best place for you to move. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss this. Hello, my name is Sheryl Willis over at the Real Agent Now group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so that you are notified each and every time we release a new video. We are getting dozens of calls every single day, and we love it. Look, if you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area and you're considering the Northwest area, maybe you're moving here for a job relocation, it is exploding in the Northwest Valley, and you have thought about possibly moving to Anthem and want to know more about it, you're going to want to pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to Phoenix. And in this video, we're going to tell you all about Anthem to see if this area works best for you. Pick up the phone now. Let's get to it. Guys, let's get started. Let's first of all head on out to Anthem, which is an area that's actually northwest Phoenix. So we're heading north on 17, and I'll tell you, it feels like, first of all, that Phoenix is just so underdeveloped when you are going through this area of the greater Phoenix area. But this area is slated to be the #1 job growth and housing growth in the greater Phoenix area. Over the next 10 years, we are anticipating over 1 million more people in this area, as well as a 45% job growth. It is insane. Arizona is slated to be one of the #1 job creation states, and this is where it's going in. So if you are considering Anthem, let's make this trip on up there and see really how far out it is. And as everything starts to kind of fill in, if it's something that you can make work. All right, so as you can see, we're driving north on 17. When you are more in the metropolitan area, you're going to see literally an 8-lane freeway. You would think that it would never fill up. Wrong. There are times that the freeway, gosh, is such a bottleneck. And I'll tell you, it's Phoenix, or should I say Arizona Department of Transportation, is one of the most innovative infrastructure states, if you ask me. Not only do they build freeways, small local ones, and also the large ones, like I referred to earlier, the 303 was built before Taiwan Semiconductor even named Arizona. Why? Because Arizona, from the last market downturn till now, said, we are never going to get into this trouble again. We are going to just diversify our industry, and we're going to be excelled in a lot of different types of industries. And wow, have they filled that goal. So we have this freeway system in right now, the 303, that goes kind of nowhere to nowhere, but it will serve literally a million people, hundreds of thousands of people going to and from work in a matter of just a year or two. What I'm talking about is Interstate 17. Right now, when you are heading out of town for a long weekend, more often than not, you're pretty much hitting 17. If you are going to Flagstaff, Campo Verde, Williams, Cottonwood, if you're going just about anywhere, I'm not saying everywhere, but everything that Grand Canyon, everybody takes a 17. So it gets to be this massive bottleneck. They are the first state that are making one part of the freeway, it's not built yet, they just approved it, where it's going to, on certain days, it's going to be going north, and on certain days, it's going to be going south to help offload that vacation traffic. Brilliant. Here's what you do, is you just leave a day early or you come back a day late, just letting you know. So if you live in Anthem, the point of all this, if you live in Anthem, know that you only have one freeway system to get into the valley. So I always recommend anyone that buys out there that if you have an important flight, either book it a day before you need to or stay in a hotel down by the Phoenix airport. And right now in 2022, when we are having so many problems already with canceled flights, you're just gonna have to really plan ahead if you're business traveling. Also living up here, the average commute for almost a third of the people that live here right now is between 45 minutes and an hour. So you really are going to have to really think, is this, the area for you? And if you are getting a job that you're moving here for, and it's up in the northwest part of the valley, it's not that bad. It's just that if you are traveling or if you have a job down in the Phoenix area, meaning downtown or central Phoenix, it's going to be a little bit of a commute. Let's talk about all the benefits, though, of living in the Anthem area. First of all, it is convenient. Once you live in the area, it is convenient. Within a mile or two, you're going to have all the basic necessities that you need. You're going to have pharmacies, ATMs, banks, dry cleaners. Does anybody use those anymore? In fact, mine closed. Everybody wears wash and wear clothes now, right? Metropolis of gyms, there's medical facilities, and there's gas stations, coffee, not a whole lot of coffee shops, but there are some cute ones up there. And then there is a movie theater kind of in the center of town. So you have all the things you really need. Safeway is going to be your best friend. Walmart is just across the freeway. And to be honest with you, I love Walmart. And that particular Walmart is massive. It is ginormous. And it is busy, but with all that you can, order online, and then you can just go pick everything up, save yourself some time. I'm kind of that person that wants to walk around and see everything for myself. I like squeezing my tomatoes and apples or whatever. If you love the outdoors you're just going to fall in love with Anthem. And if you love the desert, this is your place. It's even more desert than Scottsdale or Carefree or Cave Creek, if you ask me. You will not find a blade of grass in just about any single family home residence. Maybe the backyard, you might find some turf. If you love grass and you want parks, although there may not be many in Anthem as far as green parks, there's only 4, but they are above and beyond incredible. They have huge grass areas. They have beautiful water features, reclaimed water. Kids can't play in the water, neither can the animals, but I'm telling you, it's just so peaceful and it's awesome. You can have picnics and you can have, they have soccer fields and tennis courts and volleyball. You can play all kinds of things. Even the kids do catch and release in this. In fact, I met some kids along the way that said they just caught a carp and they did a catch and release. I'm telling you, these parks are amazing. There is an adventure park area for the smaller kids with the amazing jungle gym. There's a splash pad, and don't forget about the Daisy Mountain Railroad, which is super fun for the kids, and an awesome skate park. So there is grass up there, but it's just not going to be in the front yards like you normally see when you go in, I shouldn't even say normally say, you will see that in the greater Phoenix area. There's not like an abundance of, I'm originally from California. I have a lot of clients that are from Washington State, Texas, even the lakes states. Everyone's used to big yards with grass. Well, first of all, you're gonna learn very quickly, nobody likes to do landscaping up here. And there is nothing easier to maintain than what they call xeriscape, which is desert landscaping. But I mean, look at some of these homes, like the front yards are absolutely beautiful. And all you need to do twice a year is you spray this, it's called Emergent. I have it professionally done because I'm not good with liquid chemicals. I literally always spill, never fails. So anyways, I pay for my yard, I think it's $160. They do the front yard and the backyard, and I never, ever see a weed ever in my yard. So they do that twice a year. If you like golf, Anthem within about 10 miles has 5 different golf courses. But let me tell you, you can pop on down 17, you can take over the Carefree Highway and you can head on over to Carefree, Cave Creek, and North Scottsdale, and you have further access to about another 50 plus within half an hour, 45-minute drive. So you're not gonna miss much living in this area if you like the outdoors. Let me tell you, the trails are endless. If you like to go on your quads, your rails, if any kind of outdoor vehicle, if you want a dirt bike, I'm telling you, this is like your playland. You're gonna have so much to do. And it's really neat. There are, at the end of a lot of the communities, at the end of the streets, some of them have, I was to say, most of them have desert landscape. And that is to help with the water runoff, by the way. That Mother Nature, it's watering its plants. And so because they've kept such large areas that are in desert state, the water will just, it is amazing. It looks like it's gonna flood, and you're thinking the next morning you go to sleep and you're like, oh my gosh, I bet my neighborhood's flooded. And you go out there, you can't even tell it rained. The ground just soaks it all in, and that's where we get a lot of our water from, underground. But there are a lot of communities that have 1 or 2 smaller grassy areas. We don't really call those parks, but they are neighborhood parks that have a lot of the jungle gyms, and they have sunshade. So for those of you who are thinking, well, how are the kids gonna play in that? It is a very, very sunny city. It is slightly cooler, by the way. And like I said, it's not really a city, it's an area called Anthem. But that part, we all call it Anthem. And I know you might go online and you might see mailing addresses that say Anthem, Arizona, but really the tax records say Phoenix. So mailing addresses are for the US Post Office, but tax records would be for the county recorder. Needless to say, we all know when we say Anthem that it's not a city, but it's an area. I'm sure you get my point. More than half of the homes, almost half of the homes, have school-aged children in Anthem. They have so many children programs. I was just up that way around the 4th of July, and they had a parade, and they had parks, and they had a little festival. Even as hot as it is, they had a lot of stuff going on in outdoors. As far as like shopping, if you are just like, you just need your basic necessities, you do have, like I said, Walmart and a lot of the smaller stores. You can get clothing, hair, nails, a couple little boutiques. You're gonna pay a little bit more up there for groceries as well. If you need some clothing, you can also just pop right on the other side of Interstate 17, and that's where the outlets are. Now, although the buildings look a little outdated because they've been there for a while, there's still some good stuff in there. Those outlets are not very busy. So I kind of like that idea that no one else is around me. All right, so we talked about that there are some proximity and you're gonna be driving into Phoenix for some things. As far as like neighborhood eats, you're going to have about 25 different restaurants that you will have access to. Most of those are going to be small little dine-in restaurants or fast food, but you do have like Italian, there's one Japanese sushi restaurant up there, there's one Chinese restaurant, there's one Thai. And so, you know, again, as more and more people move there and more commercial sites are built, you're gonna start to see a lot more of these small mom and pop shops. But here's the thing. it's not that far away to just pop on down into the northwest Phoenix part. And that is, you're gonna get everything you need. You're gonna have Costco only 20 minutes away. You're gonna have like Best Buy. You're gonna have Bed Bath & Beyond. You're gonna have Marshalls, Ross, Home Depot, Lowe's. It's just gonna be about a 20-25 minute drive. So it's not like you're just gonna run down the street for anything usually. You save it for the weekends. What movie was that where they said, what are you gonna do this weekend? He's like, I think we're gonna go shopping at Home Depot. I think that was from Old School. I remember that. Like, I look forward to the weekends running to Home Depot and doing all my home projects. But you know what? You don't have to do a whole lot of that in the Anthem area. Let's talk about real estate specifically. First of all, I'm telling you, it's very affordable. You can still buy a single family home in the Anthem area, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for under $400,000. That is below the greater Phoenix area median. I'm not talking a lot, mind you. It's not like you're gonna have hundreds to choose from. In fact, a year ago in 2021, there was a time when there was zero homes on the market in Anthem. Zero. I remember people on Facebook groups going, please, if you know of a listing that's coming up, I have a client that just absolutely has to live here. There was zero. And today, when I'm recording this video, I am happy to report there is 139 homes to choose from. Those homes range from $350,000, like I was like, what? $350,000 to $1.7 million. Now, where is the median? Well, the average. I would say the average. If you are looking for a family-sized home, which I mean by, probably 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, you're probably looking at a 2-story, and maybe you're talking about 2,000 square feet. You're going to be looking at about $500,000 or $600,000, which is significantly lower than some of the other higher demand areas. Even Peoria. Like, Peoria is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but you will get more bang for your buck in Anthem. If you're looking for that kind of smaller town feel, slower pace of life, knowing your neighbors, participating in a lot of community type of events, this is a really, really good choice for you. You are just outside of the main metropolitan area, again, with everything at your fingertips, but you're only about 10, 15 miles north. Population is about 25,000 right now in Anthem. It has an extremely low crime rate, and your sales tax is even lower up there. Get this, are you ready? 6.3. So go up to that Walmart or wherever you're buying up there, and you're going to save yourself. If you're making a big purchase, that's a pretty big deal. The median age up here, again, with having almost 50% of them having school-age children, and the average household number in Anthem is 3.1, so that tells you a little over one kid. Median age is 37. So if you are an outdoor lover, if you are raising your family and you're looking for a place to really instill those family values and small community and slower pace of life, this is a part of town you're going to want to consider. Look, we can't get you the information you need. Oh, I forgot. Let's talk about schools. This is important if you're thinking about moving your family there, is it not, right? There's not a lot of schools in Anthem, but let me tell you this. There are a lot of great schools for being in this small condensed area. There are 3 schools that are rated 10 out of 10, and the others are 8 and 9. So I'm telling you, the school programs up there are incredible. And these are public and charter schools, so they do not cost you additional money. And there are a couple of private schools up there as well. Look, I really think that Anthem is a fantastic place to live and raise your family. And if you're you want to know a little bit more, what's it like to live in Arizona? Like, what is it like to live in this type of, wilderness? We just had some people move here from Colorado. They're used to wilderness, but they had black bears or bears. I don't know if they're black, but they had bears going in their backyard. Well, we don't have bears, but we have some other critters that you might want to know about. Or if you do have, roof questions or heating, energy efficiency kind of questions and things like that, we have a thing called the buyer advisory that I would love to send you. This is a very generalized document. It's very detailed. It has all kinds of information for people that have never lived in Arizona. And I would love to get it over to you, but all you need to do is pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. If you'd love a copy of the buyer advisory, or if you want to talk specifically about homes in the Anthem area, pick up the phone now, give us a call. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye.